favorites, babe.
Oh, you don't like those?
Oh my god.
Why are you so nervous?
I'm not nervous. I'm just trying to get this done. I feel rushed by you.
I'm not rushing you. Gonna work with.
Finally! Hi guys, welcome back. So today I'm going to be filming my Amazon favorites of 2020. So some of them are bigger items, so it's hard for me to actually show you them. So I'm just gonna put pictures of them up on the screen. So I'm gonna start off with one of my absolute favorite purchases, which was the Roborock S4. We bought this about 4 or 5 months ago, and it has been amazing. We've tried the Shark, and I've heard things about the Roomba, but when I got online to compare all of these robot vacuums together, the Roborock always came out on top. A laser on top to detect obstacles in its ways, and it gets a better view of your floor plan. It's a smarter vacuum all around, and it's really good. We really like it. We haven't had any problems with it. Everything on the app that it comes with works great. It is pricey, but all robot vacuums are, and I would not cheap out on a robot vacuum. Definitely look at the Roborocks. They have different models, and they even have models that you can attach a mop to, and it'll mop the floors for you as well. You can do multi-level floor plans with just one Roborock. Absolutely amazing. Highly suggest those. So next up are my oil diffusers and my oils. I've heard of a lot of companies that sell just essential oils and the diffusers and whatnot, but they're always so expensive. So I bought 2 oil diffusers from Amazon. They have lots of different ones to choose from, and all of them that we have work really well. We haven't had any problems with. The one is color changing and has a remote with it, and the other one is color changing too, but it doesn't have a remote with it. But it's still super cool. You can even use it as a little night light. Really recommend those. I stopped burning candles to use my oil diffusers, and it's so much better. You have so many different scents to choose from, and I really enjoy those. Next is our entryway table, and I was looking for forever for an entryway table because I just couldn't find something that I liked. And then I came across this one on Amazon, and it came, and we had to put it together. It was super easy to put together. It's very sturdy, it is very well built, and it has different color options. We got the white one with the wood top. It was the perfect size for an entryway table. So the rest of the items are actually all baby items. So if you are expecting and you're putting together a registry, I highly recommend putting these things on your registry. So the first thing is my son's Boon Nursh bottles. So we actually had some trouble in the beginning figuring out which bottles to use, which would be best. There's so many recommendations out there and opinions on what bottles you should use. But these bottles, as you can see in the picture, they have a plastic outside, and then the nipple and the inside is all silicone. So when your baby feeds out of this bottle, it pulls all of the air out with, like, as they eat. So as they eat, the silicone folds in and gets smaller and smaller, so that way there is no air being sucked in by the baby. They worked amazing for us. They're dishwasher safe. There are 2 different sizes. There's 4 ounce and then 8 ounce. And that is the only bottle that we have used and loved. Our son didn't really have any problems with taking a certain nipple or anything once he started bottle feeding. I know that some babies are kind of picky with that kind of thing, but Weston's fed out of like 3 or 4 different bottles, and my husband and I just preferred these Boon bottles. They just work really well and they're super simple. The silicone's really nice to use. Like I said, you can throw them in the dishwasher if you want to. They work in a bottle sterilizer, literally anything. There's not a bunch of different parts to them. I know some have some weird things in the bottom for to help with the air or whatever, but these are just really simple and different colors, lots of different options, so I really like those. So next was definitely one of the best things we have ever bought for our son, we bought the Jolly Jumper, and I have no words. Like, it is absolutely amazing. He loves it. He spends a good amount of his day in that jumper and he laughs and thinks it's the best thing. So the way that they sit in it, it straps around them and it holds to their body shape. So that way it's just a harness with some straps and it fits right to them, holds them in really well. You can adjust the height that you need it at. We have the one that's on a stand, but there's also a one that clamps in a doorway if you want, which is a cheaper one. But we got the one with the stand so we can put it anywhere. You can hang toys from the sides of the bars, which we did for him to look at. The jumper even spins, so that when he turns himself, he can look at different things. We've put a mirror in front of him so he can look at himself when he jumps too. So the Jolly Jumper was one of the best things that we bought for him. He loves it and I think he's gonna love it for a while. Next up is our stroller. We got the Baby Joy Stroller and we love using this to take on just walks around the block, or if we were to go to an event or something, this would be the stroller that we would take. It's nice because it can be used as a bassinet to just lay him down flat. It can flip up in so many different ways. It has a lot of different positions you can put it in. The wheels on it are really good. They don't ever get stuck. It even goes through the sand. We live kind of in the desert and it goes through the sand just fine. It came with a waterproof cover and it also came with a fly net. Then it's got a top that you can put over, like it would cover like from here down on the baby, and it just zips onto the bassinet part, which is really nice too. There's a little bit of storage underneath, which we haven't really used yet, but like I said, we just use it for walks around the block right now, but it is a very nice stroller. Our son loves it. He loves being able to lay down and have a little bit of freedom rather than being in a car seat and strapped in or something. And when he gets a little bit bigger, I think we'll sit it up so he can sit up and see more and maybe turn him outwards. You can turn him outward or having facing in. There's just a lot of different options with this stroller and it's very, very nice. I think it is a stroller that grows with your baby, so you never have to switch to another one to take on walks or take to events or what have you, so you don't have to have them strapped in a car seat on a stroller. Okay, so next up we have the Milk Saver. When I was breastfeeding, I used the Haka a little bit, but I didn't like how I couldn't wear my bra and use it. And I also had nursing pads to try and catch excess milk when he wasn't feeding on one side or what have you. And then I found these Milk Savers. They actually can fit right into your bra, so that way if you are nursing on the left side, you can put this on the right side and still be covered, and it does a very, very good job at catching all of the milk. If you wanted to, if you're leaking a lot and you're doing something, you could also use this around the house when you're doing stuff. There's a lot of different options for this and when to use it. I actually ended up buying 2 of them because I loved them so much and I wanted to have one for if I was on the go. I had one in the car or in the diaper bag no matter what, and I also had one at home that I used every day that I was breastfeeding, and it saved me so much milk. I can't stress enough to use a Milk Saver. It is amazing. the amount of milk that I was able to save just from feeding him was unbelievable. And it made me realize how much milk I was losing whenever I wasn't using a milk saver and I just had a nursing pad on or something like that. This is a lot easier to use. You just, once it's filled, you can dump your milk into a bottle or a freezer bag, and then you wash it out real quick, and then it's good for another use. It's silicone, but it's not too flimsy. It really holds its shape very well, so whenever you do put your bra up, it doesn't get squished. It holds its own shape. It has a carrying case that you can use as well, which is really nice to keep it clean. Next I got Nursery closet dividers for my son, and I was looking at so many different ones, and not specifically these ones, but closet dividers in general for your nursery I think is essential. These are the ones that I have and have used, and they have been great, worked super well. It is a lot easier to separate and know what size clothes are in what section. After my son grew out of certain sizes of clothes, we put them into a bin, and then we took the closet divider down and put it in the bin so that way you can read it. So for his 0 to 3 month clothes, we put all of those clothes in the bin and then put the divider in there, and I didn't even have to write on the bin or anything. You can just read on the divider what it is. And so they're kind of a multi-use, which is nice because use them in the closet and then you can use it when you're storing the baby's clothes. They've just been a really good help. Super nice, especially from newborn until like 12 months. You can separate all these new baby clothes that you have and put them all in the closet, hang them all up, and you know what sizes are where. So the last two things, I know a lot of people go back and forth on these two products on which one is better, but we have had the Snuggle Me and we also had the Doc-a-Tot. So we bought the Snuggle Me first for our son, and he used that for a long time. Amazing. Highly recommend it. There's different covers for it, different colors. You can throw those covers in the washer if they get dirty. You can also throw the Snuggle Me itself in the washer. Like our son sweats in his sleep, and he would sweat the whole way through it, and we were able to wash it and it was good to go. The only downfall to the Snuggle Me for us was our son is so long. So he kind of got too long for the Snuggle Me. He still used it even though like his feet were on top of it a little bit. He wasn't necessarily in it the whole way because his feet were sticking out, but he still used it and he still loved it. It was really nice to, if you're visiting somebody's house, you can take that for them to sleep in. When he was a newborn, a lot of times he would fall asleep on us and you could just lay him down on the couch in his Snuggle Me and you know that he's good and he is protected. He's not gonna roll off. Everything would be good. For a little bit we even put it in his crib when he would take naps in his crib. And then for Christmas we bought him the Doc-a-Tot because he grew out of the Snuggle Me. And so far we bought the Doc-a-Tot Grand because it's open at the bottom, because we know he's probably going to be a long and tall child, so just rather be safe and get something that we know would be able to use for a long time. The Doc-a-Tot is a little better in the sense that the bottom is padded. The Snuggle Me isn't. So you gotta kind of take that into consideration for how you're going to use these products on which would be better. Now the Snuggle Me is also cheaper. The Doc-a-Tot is a little bit more expensive, but like I said, I highly recommend both. I've really liked both so far. Our son's really liked both so far. He really liked the Snuggle Me in the sense that he felt like somebody was holding him. It's very snug around him and he liked that. It helped transitioning him from our room into his own room by himself, things like that. And the Doc-a-Tot so far has been great. He fits in it so much better and he's got room to grow in it, which is good. I believe you can also take the cover off of that and wash it as well. Lots of colors and designs with both of them. Like I said, highly recommend both and recommend looking into both and seeing which one would be better for your circumstances, or using the Snuggle Me for when they're little and then getting the Doc-a-Tot whenever they're a little bit bigger if you still need one. I really recommend both. So that is everything for my Amazon favorites of 2020. I know it wasn't a lot, but these were lifesavers and really helped me, especially the baby products. They were definitely lifesavers, and I'm so happy that I found them. If you are expecting or if you're struggling with something specific, I recommend looking into these. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to comment below. You can also DM me on Instagram. My Instagram's below as well. And all of the links for these products will be linked down below, and they are affiliate links, so I do get a percentage of money whenever you do use these links. Some of them do have different options, so the price will vary between those options. Don't forget to leave a like, subscribe so you can see all of my new videos. I also post vlogs, stuff about military life, my military experiences, so feel free to subscribe so you can see all those videos. Also turn on post notifications so you don't miss out on any new videos, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye guys.